Frank, you know I've been working with some new loan officers out in Phoenix, Arizona, right? Okay, so it's actually kind of cool. How do you get business when you have none to start with? How do you go from no business and no background and develop relationships? So what I did for these two gals out there is I outlined their entire day, what they need to do.
Nice.
And it consists of cold calling. If you go to the Listing Booster users group, you can see they actually are cold calling real estate agents live on Facebook.
Yeah, that was fun.
And it works. We did it as well.
Yeah.
They have to go visit 6 offices. They have to cold call for a day. They have to set a certain number of appointments. But the value that they're bringing is Listing Booster. That's what they're talking about.
Nice.
So it's working on getting them those appointments with the realtors. They're actually generating leads, and they're earning business, earning their trust, and they're starting to take deals away from other loan officers who, guess what, aren't doing it.
It works.
So if you guys want to check out Listing Booster, it's working for new loan officers. Imagine what it could do for somebody who actually has a business and relationships. The problem is you have a business and relationship, so you think you don't need it. Guess what? Other people are shooting for you, and you can shoot for others. It can make your business better. So check out Listing Booster. If you want to, all you have to do is click this banner right over there and jump in one of our webinars.
That's all your house is. Your house is just a place for your stuff. If you didn't have so much goddamn stuff, you wouldn't need a house. You could just walk around all the time. That's all your house is. It's a pile of stuff with a cover on it.
So Frank, if there is one thing that you can say about Americans...
They're obese?
It's not what I was going to say, Frank.
Hey, come on, man. Congenital heart failure and diabetes and high cholesterol. It's a serious problem.
Stop. If there is one thing you stop, if there is one thing you can say about Americans, is that we're a nation of consumers, and not just food, Frank, the bad kind. Anyways, I mean, just think about this for a second. We're always looking for the new gadget, the nicer car, the snazzier outfit to wear. We got to stand out and keep up with the Joneses. Our kids are always regaled in the finest of feathers, adorned with the most expensive wampum we can afford.
Yes.
And when we can't afford what we want, we're Americans, Frank. That's okay. I'm an American.
You'll never defeat the human spirit. You'll never.
I don't know the meaning of the word no.
That's right.
See, because I'm unbending, I'm unwavering, and I'm going to prove it day in and day out. When I can't afford something I want, the joke is on you.
That's right.
That's fine, because when I can't afford my life, I just pull out my MasterCard Black.
You don't have a MasterCard Black.
That's not the point, Frank. And I just charge it.
Now we know you don't do that.
So, liar.
Liar!
Liar.
Liar!
Lying. Okay. Why you always lying? You know I got.
According to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York Center for Microeconomic Data, which covers the second quarter of 2018, shows that the total household debt in the United States increased by, ready?
Yeah.
$82 billion.
It just increased by that.
In the second quarter.
My God.
Meaning Americans now collectively carry $13.29 trillion in debt.
Oh my God, that seems like a lot of debt, Frank.
It is!
Oh, jeez.
More than ever, in fact. Ever.
Really? This is the most debt we've ever carried?
Yeah, that's right. We are a country of record breakers, man. So, we just got to keep it going.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
We are record breakers.
Yeah, $82 billion came from mortgages, by the way.
Wow.
According to the report, mortgage debt rose $60 billion in the second quarter from the first quarter and now rests at a whopping $9 trillion.
That seems like a lot of trillions.
It is.
Now, interestingly, our nation's mortgage debt is lower than it was in the second and third quarters of 2008, which was the eve of the disaster that we're all familiar with, even though home values are now higher.
Interesting.
Okay, you need to understand this, okay? So let's just look at this. Our current mortgage debt right now, even though we have more debt than ever, even though our home values are higher, our peak post-crash was the third quarter of 2017, just a few months ago, which was a median value on our homes of $337,900.
Wow.
Now, pre-crash, it was only $257,700. Yet our debt with the higher median values is lower.
Interesting.
Frank, you think it would be the other way around.
Yeah, I'm just listening to this going, this doesn't make any sense.
You think that, having higher values and bigger loans would equal more debt.
Yeah.
Yet that isn't the case. Why is it that we've got higher values, higher loan balances, and lower debt?
Well.
Do you know, Frank?
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Primarily, what you're looking at is the fact that there are fewer people who own homes.
Ah.
So our national debt, though higher than ever, with bigger mortgages, has lower mortgage debt because of homeownership rates.
Which is lower now than it was before.
Correct.
And that's not good. Now, this means that the new record high debt that we're now carrying is a direct result of the bad types of debt. See, mortgage debt is generally considered good debt. Kind of like when you eat, it's good fat.
Yeah.
Unsaturated fat, good fat.
Gotcha.
Saturated fat, french fries, bad fat. Mortgage debt, good. Unmortgaged debt, bad. See, our country has reached new levels of debt on the bad fat.
Fat. Let's be clear, fat. It's fat.
That being installment, credit, revolving, and student fat. So, if our country was a human being right now, it's got early onset diabetes and the beginning of congestive heart failure.
Confused. Danny, don't worry about that. Lisa loves you too, as a person, as a human being.
Gotcha.
That's because of our bad fat
right.
debt.
Yeah. Right. But hey, what do we know about Americans?
What do we know?
We're unabashed consumers,
Right.
baby.
We are.
We're
That's
the
right.
only country
Hell
in the
yeah.
world that celebrates a
Hell
food
yeah.
called the quadruple coronary bypass burger.
USA! Why do we do this? Well, because, Frank,
We're American.
hell yeah, we are. Where in other countries, people die from not having enough food to eat. Hell no, not in America. We die from eating too much food.
Yeah.
And it's the same with our spending habits. If I can't get a house today, no problem whatsoever. I'm just gonna go out and buy a Jag tomorrow. If I can't buy that move up McMansion, then I'll get a 20-piece McNugget. I'll eat it in my McLaren while sipping my 30-year-old Macallan Scotch and brush my catastrophic first world problems aside. It's just for the moment. Frank, is this true or what?
I think it is.
It absolutely is.
I gotta say, I'm part of that problem.
Well, we're all part of the
I
problem.
mean, I got the mortgage debt, but lately, since the crash, credit scores have improved. I've gotten a couple things. I'm stocking up on the bad debt right now. I gotta admit, I'm one of them too.
Well, strangely enough, what keeps our economy rolling is the fact that we borrow money, we leverage, we create more money, we keep other people employed. So there's a certain amount of this that has to go on.
Yeah.
But you have to think every now and then, our national debt, our personal debt, sometimes we have to just kind of trim things up a little bit, don't you? I mean, we all know it's in our best interest, but we simply don't do it. And because we're carrying more debt now, it does make me wonder, are we starting to teeter on another type of problem that we had in years past?
Yeah, it makes you wonder, but at the end of the day, we are. Americans get what we want, not Americans can't get what we want.
God dang old boy, it's American, not American. American.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That's the way
Right.
it is. You guys have a great day. Leave your comments down below. Forward and share. Subscribe. We'll catch you later here at the National Real Estate Post. Adios.
Oh, by the way, just to be totally clear about this and transparent, me and Frank, we have had that quadruple bypass burger. It was in Atlanta, Georgia.
It was great.
It was 3 cheeseburgers. It was 3 grilled cheeses for buns.
Right.
2 half-pound patties.
Right.
An egg, 6 pieces of bacon.
Cheese
ham,
galore.
cheese, like 5 pieces of cheese.
Yeah.
In between our grilled cheese sandwiches, and it came with a side of tater tots
Yeah.
that were covered in queso.
It was great. It was awesome.
That's we're Americans.
That's right. You guys have a great one. We'll see you later.
On the National Real Estate Post.
Bye.
Bye.